Go.
You needed a chaser.
I'm gonna use you up to be loved by anyone. No, no, that's another way to mention.
Play how old? I'm not listening.
Morning, friends. It is Catalina Day. I'm about to go down to the water shuttle and over to the island. So yeah, that's the plan. And they're calling for general boarding now, so I don't have to go get a little like tender number or any of that stuff. I can just go straight down to the gangway. And yeah, that's what's up. Yesterday was fun. We'll see how today goes. I'm gonna probably drink a little bit less today, take it a little easier, but I've never been to Catalina, so that's different. And of course I'll take you with me. We'll see what we see and do what we do, and we'll talk soon.
Getting off the ship was pretty simple. On cruises that I've been on in the past, I've struggled to find out where the gangway is because there's like different elevators that go down and things like that. But Carnival does a good job of marking off where you're supposed to go, and my room was really close to where the actual correct gangway was. At Catalina, the ships anchor out in the water and then you take tender or like, shuttle boats over to shore. We ported in Avalon, which I'm pretty sure is where all the cruise ships go when they go to Catalina. So they're definitely used to tourists there, and also that's where like the main ferries and stuff bring you in from the California coast. One thing that really shocked me when I got off the ship is that it was so foggy that I couldn't even see the island, but I soon found out that we were literally like a 3-minute shuttle ride away from the dock.
Well, hi friends. So I am out at Catalina. The shuttle boat over here wasn't too bad, and actually we parked really close, but we couldn't tell because we couldn't even see the island from the ship because there's so much fog this morning. I'm not sure how that'll translate to like film and stuff, but it looks like it's maybe starting to lift a little bit, but I was pretty surprised when I came out out the gangway this morning and it was so foggy. It's also a little bit chilly, which is interesting. I was debating if I should wear like shorts and a t-shirt or whatever. I'm glad I wore pants. But yeah, we're here. I'm just gonna walk around and explore and see what things are like around here. I don't really know Catalina that well. We got dropped off at the Avalon terminal. I'm assuming that's normally where ships go, cruise ships rather. So yeah, and I don't even know how big Catalina is or anything like that. So we're gonna maybe figure some of that out today. But yeah, I'll take you with me. We'll see what we see and do what we do, and we'll talk soon.
So I explored the Avalon area a little bit, and honestly it's really quite nice. There's all kinds of shops and restaurants and things like that, and also some really expensive looking mega mansions up on the hills and stuff. And I considered trying one of the restaurants. They even had a couple of bars and pubs and stuff that looked interesting, but I actually had a little snack on my way off the ship, so I wasn't too hungry, and since I had drank so much the night before, I wasn't interested in alcohol, especially that early in the morning. It was like 11 at this point, and so I've definitely drank earlier than that before, but I just wasn't feeling it at the moment. But I walked all through the immediate port area, and they had all kinds of like, stuff you could rent if you wanted to do like snorkeling and that sort of stuff. It was pretty crowded, but it was clear that it wasn't like to capacity or anything. And unlike places like Nassau and stuff, there wasn't any pushy people trying to get you to come and buy their stuff and, whatever. There were definitely plenty of souvenir shops and gift places and, whatever. And I'm sure the owners would definitely love the business, but they weren't out, trying to pull people in or anything. And to me, that's the way to do it. But yeah, after exploring a little bit, I decided to make my way back to the ship. I went to where the shuttle had dropped me off originally, and there was another shuttle reloading to go back to the Radiance. And so I didn't even have to wait. They checked my ship card and let me on, and yeah, it was a really simple process. And then once on board, I went up this really steep staircase into what looked like a crewman's passage, and that led me into like the atrium of the ship where they had live music going. After that, I went back to my room to drop off my stuff and sort of freshen up a little bit, and then I went out to the lobby again to see what was happening there, but there wasn't much going on, and I was starting to feel hungry at that point, so I made my way up to the Lido deck back to Shaq's Big Chicken because I really liked that one the day before, and I wanted to have some chicken again. This time, instead of chicken strips, I did a sandwich, and it was delicious. And after I was done with my chicken, I sort of looked around the upper deck to see what I could see. They had all kinds of activities and stuff on the back of the ship, like the ropes course and pool tables and giant chess games, and also the aft pool, obviously. And while I was up there, I got a message from Becky telling me that they were going to go take a nap, but then Tommy reached out to me and said that he didn't really want to take a nap and that Becky and the boys were going to do that and he wanted to find something to do, so I told him to meet up with me. I found out that they had rented like a golf cart and explored Catalina quite a bit more than I did. If I'd gotten out there a little bit earlier, I could have met up with them, but they were about an hour ahead of me, so it's all good. Plus, it was probably good for them to get some time together as a family. But anyway, once Tommy got back there to the aft pool, we decided to do the ropes course and just kind of like hang out with each other since we've never actually done that before. The ropes course was quite a bit scarier than I was expecting, but then of course there were these like kids going through it like they were experts, but we conquered it, and then after that we decided to play a round of mini golf. It was honestly really nice getting to hang out with him, you know, like since we've known each other for so long but have never actually hung out as adults. But soon it was time to head back and get ready for dinner. Well, hello there, friends. So it is time for dinner. This afternoon ended up being pretty eventful. I did mini golf, I did the ropes course, yeah, hung out with Tommy, obviously one of the friends that I met here, and you know, I haven't seen him since 8th grade, so that's about 20 years, not to date myself too much, but yeah, it was really nice getting to hang out with him one-on-one. I don't think we've ever done that before, ever, so, yeah, it was cool. But I'm headed up to dinner now. It's sort of, so this is Elegant Night. I'm not really that fancied up, you know, but I put on a collared shirt and that sort of thing. I know I normally do like suit jackets and that and, you know, the like, but not this trip, not this time. There's a white party, I think, later on in this cruise, maybe. And I brought something sort of fancy for that, but we'll see that when we see that. And yeah, dinner time. We'll talk soon. After dinner, we decided to look through the different shops and stuff, and I went into the logo shop, but they did not have a model ship, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the Carnival Radiance on a future sailing, or on eBay, or I don't know what. But from there, we made our way up to the Red Frog Pub. I guess this sort of became our preferred watering hole, even though on this sailing, we didn't really ever find a perfect bartender, so that was kind of different.
She got eyes of the bluest skies and lived on a dream. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain.
Yikes.
It reminds me of a warm, safe place where I sit down and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. Whoa, whoa, sweet child of mine.
Let's go.
I needed a chaser.
I'm going on, you what to be like. No, I'm familiar with the man.
Clay, how old? I'm not listening.
So we hung out in Red Frog for a little while until it was time for the comedy show. We decided to go over there a little bit early because the previous comedy show we didn't have like good seats. And we ended up in the main sitting area, and then the bartender came up with this like disco ball souvenir drink, which were really cool, and Becky decided to buy one. The comedy show was very, very funny, but afterwards there was like a mega deck party that we went up to, and it was really, really windy, and the weather was moving the ship around quite a bit. But right after that, they had this like musical performance where where they combined soul music with like kind of a gothic narrative and aesthetic, which was really cool. That show ended up being a lot better than I was expecting it to be, and the performers were really, really excellent.
Let's hear it for our playlist cast of Soulbound!
Alright, y'all, so I just got back to the room and I got this towel animal. What in the heck? That's a lot. It's a special 50th anniversary something or other. Multiple towels used. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. We'll talk soon. All right, y'all. So that's it. It's bedtime. It's about midnight, so we pulled a pretty late day today. Very productive day, I felt like. Very, well, eventful day. We did, even like golf and the ropes course and late night activities. I ended up in the theater. Yeah, I definitely did and saw all the things today. Ensenada tomorrow. I've been told that's not the greatest port ever. Although some people were complaining about Catalina, and I actually kind of liked it there, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to try a new port, It's always nice to go to places you've never been before, and that's what tomorrow's all about. We may figure out some sort of something to do as far as like excursion-y type things that they, from what I understand, they offer stuff like as you get off, there's all kinds of different options that you can do. I'm also going to meet back up with my friends, but we'll see how that goes because they want to get up early and I don't. So we may link up at some point later on in the day like we did today. But anyway, that's it. That's where we're at. It's bedtime. I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.